I hope you're all as excited as I am for 2019. There's a lot of change coming, at least for me personally. I'm about to graduate in a few months, but I still have no idea what I want to do. And it was starting to stress me out, but I decided to have some fun with it and look at what jobs should I definitely not get into, what's probably going to be obsolete in the future. And in my research, I found that 47% of the jobs that currently exist are at risk of becoming fully automated in the coming decades. Now, I won't be able to share all of them with you, but I will share 5 that I found unique and interesting. And for those of you Einsteins out there who can guess them right beforehand, will be rewarded with some dark chocolate. So I'm going to provide you with some hints. They're going to be facts, some will be pictures, and if you think you know the answer, feel free to guess at any point. Guess, you're welcome to participate as well. So, any questions to start? All right, let's get into it. I mean, if you want to, go for it.
Factory workers.
It's got to be one of the 5 that I picked.
Long haul truck drivers.
Close, we'll see. We'll get into it. We'll see. All right,
Taxi driver.
Let's get into the first one. Now, this first job makes an average annual salary of about $120,000 a year. It requires a doctorate or professional degree. All right, right off the bat. Now, don't eat that until it's time to vote.
Okay.
So yes, lawyers. Now, genuine legal work is still going to require humans, but we're going to see things like legal discovery and preparing documents being replaced. And they even believe that AI in the future will be able to argue parking fines and handle divorce proceedings. But let's move on to job number 2. I know you guys really want the candy. And for this one, I only have 2 pictures, so maybe a little more difficult to guess, but if you get it right, you'll get 2 pieces of chocolate. Any guesses? If you get close,
Administrative
that's the
assistant.
closest so far.
Administrative assistant.
All right.
Can I say secretary?
All right, I'll give both of you 2. You 2 were the first, you're close. So a data entry clerk. Now, anything that we see that's genuine, routine, mundane, where you're just following a pattern is going to be replaced by AI. Let's move on to job number 3. Now, these people conduct research on a daily basis covering a plethora of topics. They can be found on TV or even
Meteorologist.
What is it?
Meteorologist.
A little too specific.
Anchor.
Anchor, there we go. They cover major events. Journalists.
Journalist. That was the word I was looking for.
It's close enough. So bots will be able to produce sports reports and other news articles, and they can use AI for more in-depth investigations. Let's move on to job number 4. These people sit most of the day at work, a little lazy, but they can move anywhere between 0 and 100 miles per hour at any point in time.
Truck drivers.
It's all facts. Die if they fall asleep at work. You already have too much chocolate.
Die if they fall asleep.
So yes, drivers. As we know, I don't think this was probably the most obvious one. They're working on building self-driving automated cars, and we'll probably live to see this in our lifetime. So let's move on to the last job. These people wear funny hats at work.
Elves.
I don't see AI replacing them yet. I think we still need elves.
Construction.
They work in a hot environment, so it can't be elves.
Construction workers.
No, not yet. You can eat the products that they make.
Farmers.
Chef.
You mean chef? Yes, you got it. So IBM has actually created a robot called Chef Watson that can generate new recipes from scratch.
Oh.
And there's other robots out there, not from IBM in specific, but they can produce meals at a faster rate than most chefs can. Now, we're not going to see all chefs being replaced by this, because when you go to Italy, it's more about the experience that you want. You want to know that it's a real, authentic Italian back there rolling the pizza for you. When you go to Papa John's, you don't care who's back there making the pizza. You want it as fast as possible, and you want it to be consistent. And those are the chefs that we're going to see at risk of being replaced in the future. Now, I don't want to leave you all doom and gloom with all the jobs that are going out, because I assure you there's going to be a rife amount of jobs coming in the future. So let's look at 5 jobs that will thrive despite AI. The first one is esports. So this is video games taken to a new level. Currently, they're growing at an average rate of 50% a year, and the industry has passed the $1 billion mark, and they're not even mainstream yet. And what's really cool is typically their main events will take place where the FIFA World Cup does, and they almost always fill out. But let's look at job number 2, my personal favorite, a gene designer for babies and pets. It's a new piece of technology called CRISPR that they're working on perfecting. which will allow you to remove genes and replace them with new ones. So let's say that you know your baby is going to have bad eyesight, you can replace that and give them good eyesight beforehand. Number 3 is a VR, virtual world designer. VR and AI is going to be taking over. It's going to be the new future. We won't just be using it for entertainment purposes, but we'll be using it for everyday life, and we're going to need someone to create those worlds for us. Number 4 is elderly care. Baby boomers are getting up there. People are going to be retiring soon in waves of numbers, and the culture has changed. No longer are parents living at home with their kids as they used to, because they don't want to be a burden on them. But we still want to make sure that they're taken care of. So we're going to see a growing need for elderly care. And last one, psychologists and therapists. You see anxiety is at a higher level for teens, especially with social media. Social pressure is at an all-time high. Research says that 42% of all US adults have seen a counselor at least once. And we can expect that to grow more with all of our lives being out there on social media and so much bombardment of entertainment and things going on. Now, this isn't all 100% truth. It's very hard to predict the future, but I hope it gave you some thrilling entertainment and sparked your excitement for 2019. Thank you.